Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up, what up? See, we're going to stroll through the night. I was sitting around today and realized I hadn't done a live. What's up, Jason? And it's the end of the month. So I said, let me get something out here. Much love, my brother. Much love. Shanna, see you out there. What up? Give people time to come in. See if they gonna come in tonight. What up, Willie? Hold on, let me check something real quick. I'm biased. How you doing? Good to see you tonight. I want to check something. Willie, thanks for the membership, brother. What up, Tony? What up, STD? Thanks for the membership, man. I noticed that the other day when I was scrolling through my YouTube studio. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You my first channel member. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who riding? What up, man? What up? Hey, what up, Urban? What's going on? Good to see you all tonight. Tony, hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I had a good Saturday. You know, it's coming to an end. Still got a few more hours. Chilling today. A little bit cleaning up or whatever, you know. Fooling around with a gun here and there. So everybody got going on tonight. Or this weekend. What y'all do last night? What y'all doing tomorrow? I want to try to make it to the range, but I think I got other stuff that I got to do around the house. What up, man? Malik, what up, bro? Nola Gun Guy, what up? What up? Oh shit! Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Now I ain't gonna do no big wiggle dance now. Thank you, man. Oh, cause you're a Marine. Salute, Marine. Appreciate that, man. You are now an official citizen of Fat Guy Nation. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all. Just chilling tonight, you know. Trying to get through the weekend. Watching the news. I've been watching some things a little bit disturbing. Hey, Siege, how you doing? I do have a membership, Siege. It's out there. How you get to it, I'm not sure, but I do have one. I just never talk about it. After you get a certain number of subscribers, you do. I never do. I don't know what kind of dance you want, Jason. I can't do no big wiggle dance, man. You know me. I can't do that. You said 2024? Nah, man. I don't want either one of them cats to win. Either one. All right. Yeah, man. No, I come up with something, Jason, but I can't do no dances, man. I ain't a dancer, brother. Ain't never been a dancer. Oh, I know. I gotta come up with something though. But nah, man. I ain't. We're paying attention to a bunch of stuff. Going to get supplies for indoor growing tomorrow. Found a clearance. Oh, nice. Shake my shoulders. Okay. There we go. There go the membership shake. Yo, Ma, what up? What up? A celebration bar suggestion? What's your price range? Give me a price range and I'll tell you something to go get. What up, Joseph? What's going on? Yep. Give me a price range. I'll tell you something to go get. Yeah, that's the shoulder shake. Unbiased, you called it. It's the shoulder shake. Thank you. Appreciate that. 1,200? Oh man. So let me ask you this question. What don't you like? Because that's a good solid dollar amount right there. What don't you like? And I'm gonna ask you one thing, and Triple F, what's good? What's good? If I gotta find a song, Silverback. I'll play my song. Okay, I gotta figure out how you do that. Because let me tell you something. I don't know how to do that in here, but I'll figure it out. So you say 1,200. Yeah, what don't you like? Now I'm gonna ask you this: if you want to spend a little bit more, I tell you to go get a platypus. If you don't have one already, I tell you to go get one of those. Because I want a second one now. Because they got a bunch of new stuff, new grip textures and all of that. Be able to get a 10 mil, I think at some point, 357 SIG, 45. So I'm definitely, yeah, Silverback, I'll figure out how to do that, bro. So I'm definitely would say grab that for sure if you can. If not, like I said, tell me what you don't like. Yep, tell me what you don't like. Good 1911 is always good. Kanik is great. Urban, but just depends on what it is that he wants. Kanik is always good. Right now, Kanik is in a space where I'm waiting. So so right now the only Kanik now they got the Apocalypse one they just put out, but I don't really think I want that. Yeah, look at that platypus. Now I'm gonna tell you between the platypus and the prodigy, I would pick the platypus. I don't dislike the prodigy, but the prodigy feels better to me. And I had some issues with the prodigy, and you guys will know about that shortly. I had some issues. I feel mom. Listen, which cannons do you have? Because the cannon they have right now is it's actually the SFT Mate, which is cool. I actually took and made my own carry, which is similar to that gun. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't have a it's not optics cut. But I mean, if you want to have a collector's edition, I say grab one of those. But I'm waiting for the TTI. That's what I'm waiting for. It's supposed to be available around April. Is from what I'm hearing, they start shipping out in March, and they said it'd be about April. My birthday's in April, so that's my birthday present. Oh, who riding? Appreciate you, brother. Get the shoulder shake. Appreciate you. Yeah, yo. So, and I figured out how to do the song, but that's what I would do. Combat Elite Executive and two rivals. All right. I mean, you got a steel rival already? Because if you want to spend that 12, I don't know if you got a steel one. You got two regular rivals, or you got a steel one and a polymer one. Because I look at the collector's piece if you want to get into that. Because I always go with Kenneth. It's just that Kenneth gets into this space where it's funny with me because I have so many. So it sort of becomes redundant because like I have like almost one of every model. The one that I'm really looking for, I can't find anymore. It looks like they stopped making it. I want the SFT, not the one they have out now. The one that had the suppressor height sights and all that. I want that. So I'm waiting on that. You got the dark side. I have the combat master. Oh yeah, definitely got to have that combat master, man. That for sure is going to be in the collection. So there was two things. So Kanik put out the that Miami Days, and I wasn't too you know it was nice, and click bang, he hooked me up with it. I appreciate that. That was the first time anyone ever gave me anything, so yeah, a gun, and I appreciate that. And it was nice to have. But they were supposed to come out with like they had the all white out one. They were supposed to come out with one that was like red and black, and I really want that. And hopefully they'll still come out with it. I just wanted to have. I got this funny thing when it comes to red and guns. I do. My competition belts all have red in them. You see my platypus is red and black. It's just something that I like to do. Thinking about trading for the steel. I mean, brother, go buy the steel. If you got the bread, go get one. Now you're not gonna be able to find the stainless one. What up, Big? Good to see you tonight, bro. You're gonna be able to find the stainless one, but the black one, that's the one I have. Same gun, just different color. Real nice too. Put a 507 comp on it. It's nice. Yeah, go check that out, man. It's always good to get you a new gun. I got my eyes on something I'm looking at now. In between time, because I thought that the new Canik was gonna be available like right away. But no, and so I had months. I said, okay, so I have to fill time. I have to it won't allow me to not buy stuff. So I gotta get some. Fam, what's going on, fam? It's good to see you, my brother. Drew Hill, what's going on? What's good? Yeah, I you know, but come hit that like button on the way in, please. That like button. Let's see. My wife only letting. Well, then if that's the case, then get the metal. You can go out and look at a Spectra comp. I mean, those are really nice. I like those. I'm not against SIGs at all. I don't know why I have behind the cotton candy platypus. Yo, man, get it. Put the when I don't know when your birthday is, but put the order in now and it'll be ready around your birthday. Cause they about to blow up after SHOT Show. The I'm pretty sure the time's gonna go up. The lead time will go up. Smith and Wesson M&P Metal. It's one of my favorite guns. So here's the thing, Jason. I know you love Smith and Wessons, but I have a love-hate relationship with Smith and Wesson. What's going on, Patrick? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Smith and Wesson. I've never liked the Smith and Wesson trigger. That's what I'm telling you. I literally, when it came out with the 10 millimeter, I went and found it. I was one of the first folk to have one. I shot it. A week later, Big Dre owned it. Yes, I have. Triple, that's a great gun. I want that too. The price range is a little bit up there right now, but you know. Beretta 92X Performance, that's a good one too. I shot that. That's a really good gun. You moving into the snob guns, man. You know, I ain't no snob, so I'm a regular dude with some snob taste. So every once in a while I grab something, but I like quality and quantity. I've been buying guns for a long time now. I understand how that works. I can get quality and know how to spend a lot of money for it. Yeah, that Spectre comp is hitting. So is that 92X. I don't think you can find that for 1200. Is that it? Or maybe that might be around 1200. Or was that 1500 STD? I'm not sure. Yeah, but that's a good congratulations, man. What did I say about what, fam? I said that I'm a regular guy who like to get some snob stuff. Is that what you mean? I'm just a regular dude, man. Spectre comp 14 and 1500. Yeah, well, you can you have to look around, but you can find one. You can find one. That's why I said, do you want to just spend the whole 1200 and get you one thing, or do you want to take that 1200 and get you two? It just all depends on how you look at it. Because personally, if I wasn't really in the market for nothing, I'd be in the market for two. Because you can go get two solid pistols for $1,200. Fact. And you'll be happy with both of them. Matter of fact, depending on what you can get three. What up, Kenny? Good to see you, man. Yep, you can get three. What up, Big Easy? Because one of my favorite pistols, what up, Philly Slow? One of my favorite pistols that I have is my Thesis PX9 Gen 3. Gen 3 or Gen 2. It's one of my favorites. And I didn't pay a lot for that at all. It's got a good trigger in it. What up, Andre? What up, Wells? Yeah, we got a good trigger in it. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. PDP still like $1,800 STD. That'll stop me from getting that. And the funny thing is, I didn't necessarily hate the PDP. It just, for some reason, it wasn't my cup of tea. But I kept fooling around with it at the range because, people who I respect kept saying how good it was. So I'm like, let me give it a shot. And I kept shooting it. And one day I was like, you know something? I can see why they like this gun. So, you know what I did? I went and bought it. AK Lover, what's good, yo? The Glock 49. Ooh. What's them guns? What up, yo? Yeah, so I'm funny about them guns, man. B&T Tommy built MP7 clone. Yeah, it's Big Easy. You want to spend that money? I've been having sometimes and that's gotta tell you the truth. Thoughts to the Echelon. So I gotta give you my honest opinion on the Echelon. So the first day the Echelon was available, I was able to shoot it. They had it at my local range. I stopped what I was doing in the middle of my workday, went, grabbed my son was actually at home with me at that time. We went to the range, grabbed my eyes and ears and some bullets. That's it. I ain't take nothing else, none of my regular stuff. Went, shot the gun. It was just another gun to me. It wasn't anything special. I do appreciate the slide cuts and the wings that I call how they put on the back. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that they have that like modular mounting system. I do. I think that's pretty innovative. And they also made it modular with the trigger and everything. What up, Guns on Augie? But for me, it was just another. It wasn't anything like, oh my god, it shoots extra flat. It wasn't anything like that for me. It was just another polymer gun. My first impression when I picked it up was, damn, why is it so light? That was my first impression. So just it's one of them things, man. But you gotta go check it out for yourself. If you can go somewhere and shoot it, go somewhere and check it out. But for me, it was just and what's happening is I used to always buy. So I was so much into the polymer and the steel. When I started buying those full steel guns and full aluminum guns, it changes your perspective on buying firearms. It just does. I'd be a liar if I said it did. It changes your perspective. So I like the heavier ones. One of the reasons why I got the X5 Legion was because dude at the store was like, "Yo, you gotta feel this." He let me hold his, and I was like, "Let me hold his X5," and I was like, "Yo, this thing was right. The magwell was in the right place, fit my hand, had a good weight to it." So I bought one. Yeah, so make sure you grab yourself something nice, yo. But if it was me, like I said, I would get two. I can get me two nice pistols. Now it ain't gonna be no two, two A and LA pistols, but it'll be two Fat Guy with Guns pistols. Thesis rated a Night Stalker. Daniel, that's what I have. I got the PX9 in Night Stalker. It's that Night Stalker is just the color. That's their color. It looks, I don't know, it's supposed to be like a gray, but it looked almost like a green. I wish I could pull it out and show you because I got it right over here in the box. And it's just it's the color. But that gun for the price point is really nice, yo. I got it after watching somebody's review. I forget their name. And when I saw the price for it, I was like, all right, let me go check this out. Like, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have like any buyer's remorse about it because the price was good. And Bud's got them right now for a good price. And there's another company, BRG. When we were in SHOT Show last January, they had this tactical pistol. I forget. It's actually a company that they sell. They like distributed through this company not too far from me, and they had like a tactical version of it. It's a really nice gun, but they never dropped it. T Blacksmith was coming to LA and we're meeting that. Oh man, I know it is, fam. I know it is. You all know anyone that used Jay to shoot his FFL class? Been thinking about getting FFL one. Yo, I had Jay's class. I actually won one, and I went through it. Nola. My problem is that where I live, because I live in a condo, the condo association has to sign off on it. I went through a big ordeal with them. That's the only reason why I don't have an FFL now, because I would have my FFL. Jay's FFL program is great, and Jay give you a little bit of personal attention too when you're doing it. Yeah, I would recommend FFL Elite for sure. It's a good solid platform. Get you going, man. Get you through the paperwork and all that and everything you need to do. Like I said, I would have my FFL already if I didn't live in the condo association. They went crazy. Oh my God, you're gonna have guns. I said, lady, I already got guns. I just need to be able to move them back and forth like I want to. Everybody looking around sitting around the table looking at you like, oh no, he has guns. Yeah, man, I'm an American. You damn right I got guns. A lot of them. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, but check that out, Nola. You won't be disappointed. Hit Jay up on Instagram. Yeah, you won't be disappointed at all. It's been over a year now since I don't have access anymore. If I had access, I would let you log in through mine. Double Dog, what's good? Salute, brother. Yeah, so you know the guns. Yeah, right. Man, yeah, that was a funny, awkward conversation. You know, it is what it is. I'm sitting in the middle of Ohio, man. Come on, gun state, very gun friendly. Because that's the next thing that I want to do. And at some point I'll move from here, and I do the FFL thing. I just want to be able to do it. I just want to be able to move guns freely between me and my friends or anything like that. Stuff like that. I wish we all had FFLs because sometimes one will have something that the other one don't have. But listen, I'll send you this, you send me that. Put it on the books when you're done. Send it off. Anyway, what you got to say about the thing that's going on down in Texas between the feds and basically the Texas National Guard, which at any moment could be federalized, and then Governor Abbott won't have any more National Guard, which I think is kind of silly. What y'all think about that? Y'all think that because I don't fully disagree with uh Governor Abbott. I think he's doing what he needs to do to protect his people. Hey, Sophia, still such a pretty name. Know too many people that don't necessarily like going to the store, high profile, but yeah, man, you run into that. Yep, you run into that. Do a little private something, you know, so nobody, so they could, you can feel a certain way about it. So nobody don't know. I think it's cool. What up, Coy? What's good, man? What's going on? Trying to start the movie up before it hits the strictly politics. So for the show, Governor Abbott only cares about Governor Abbott. What's them guns? I agree, but I think that putting up wires and shit to keep people from coming in, I just don't agree with that. I don't. I'm funny on the whole immigration thing, man. I mean, I look at. I can only go by. I look at which I still consider my city, New York City, and I still have plenty of family there and friends and everything. And man, and that whole migrant crisis thing is crazy there in the city, yo. Whenever you got to close down a school, and they don't have to, they did close down a school, so American children have to be made to stay home and do some sort of distance learning. That's bullshit. What up, pops? Don't play. Love the videos, watching them all, keep them. Hey man, appreciate that, yo. And yeah, so I'm funny about that. They doing the same thing in Chicago, man. And then you got brothers and sisters, and the funny thing is, the money that they take away disproportionately affects the black community, the people who need stuff. So it's crazy. People are people. You can't possibly care about people if you put wire in the water, bro. Yes, you can, because they're not supposed to be in the water. That's the thing. They're not supposed to be in the water. Because I'm gonna tell you something. And I always, and maybe this is just too much of a simple example. If I go around the corner and I rob the speedway, they're gonna come arrest my ass because it's a criminal activity that's illegal. If you come across the water and your ass is entering the country illegally, then your ass is supposed to get arrested too and go back where you came from. I don't. There's no. You don't get no special privileges because you come from somewhere. I just don't believe that. They have a much bigger plan than what we know. Devil dog, they just might. I don't know. I don't agree with the fact that he shouldn't be able to protect the people of his state, even though he may just be about himself. But there's too many people flooding into this country, man, and it's gonna affect all of us. Not enough money to go around. That's how they're able to send all the funds. I mean, yo, BTG, I don't disagree with you, man. But I am, to coin a phrase, I'm America first. I don't care if anybody doesn't like it. This. I'm not from. This is my home. I'm not from anywhere else. And when I see the American people getting screwed, I got something to say about it. It makes me feel a certain type of way. Try to cross. That's exactly Philly Slow. Try to cross into another country and see what happens. This bullshit only happened here. We can't be the savior of the world. It's like the United States. We police the entire world. I mean, we got the greatest navy on the planet. Okay, that's cool. We can do shit that other people can't. But we can't be. We just can't fuck our own situation up trying to help somebody else. It's not right. Exactly. I'm gonna close the borders and take care of the people at home. Shouldn't have to be. People shouldn't be able to come from another place and get thousands of dollars a month and stuff like that. You shouldn't be able to do it. Then I got a brother that's sitting out here somewhere who can't eat, or for whatever reason, he can't get a leg up or whatever, but somebody else who is not even a citizen of this country can come here and have more than he can. I think that's bullshit. They don't have a problem with people coming through the northern borders and never leaving. It's only the brown people. You want to know something? I don't care about the northern borders or the southern borders. That's the funny thing. I don't give a shit. I say we need to take care of what's going on here at home. Inflation is out of control. People can't eat. People can't buy medication like they're supposed to. All type of stuff. Take care of what's going on here, and you take care of what's going on in your own house, man. And the fact that exactly exhausting our benefits and haven't contributed to anything is true. And the fact that I understand that all of that we ain't got no money, that's bullshit. They said they didn't have any money. The stock market tanked. They pressed a button and they made $4.5 trillion in 2 seconds. So you can do the same thing for the people in the United States. That's what I don't want to hear. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. What up, Danny? What's going on, yo? Yep, it's just that they won't. And here's the funny thing. If a person does make their way here through whatever legal means or whatever, and they can do it, okay, that's cool. I'm not about anybody just not being able to come here. I'm not about that. But you need to be able to come here and contribute, not just drain the resources. You're draining my tax money, draining your tax money. I mean, I don't be meaning to sound harsh about it or sound hard or whatever, but it is what it is, man. You take care of home first. That's what you are supposed to do. My wife tell me all the time I'm being mean, or nah, I'm not being mean. I mean, yeah, but you gotta have taxes, right? And at some point, you gotta have taxes some kind of way. But my thing is, take my tax money and you take care of home. You take care of the people that's here. That's what you do. And they don't for some reason it's always been like that. There's always this concerted effort to screw the regular folk, give all the money to the corporations, or give the money to somebody else. That's what the fuck they do. That's why they don't want Trump to win, because he will stop all the nonsense. You wanna know something? I don't know what Trump will do either. I don't trust him to do shit. I distrust him just as much as I distrust Biden. I don't have no faith in none of them. Either one of them clowns. No faith. And I don't think, and the fact of the matter is, if somebody give Trump enough money, he won't do shit. That's what'll happen. He won't do shit. Give him enough money, he won't do shit. Congress writes the laws. Do you think it's a coincidence that they have not passed any immigration laws in years? Nah, Boston, I don't think so, because they can come up with something. They can come up with something. They don't want to. See, brown, black, purple, turquoise. We don't need folks coming in. Right, we don't need folks coming in illegally. Exactly, Fragrance Journey. Trump or Biden, they ain't going to do nothing. They only do shit for the people who donate money to them. That's why I can't trust any of them. I can't trust any, man. I damn sure I got a different relationship with Donald Trump. I know Donald Trump because I lived in New York City. I know people personally who were screwed by that clown. So, nah, I can't fuck with him either. He ain't no better. He ain't no big guy on gun rights. He ain't no nothing. So, personally, everybody talked all that shit about Barack Obama. And I think Barack Obama didn't do enough. But he was the deporter in chief. That dude deported more people than anybody. That's factual. Now, I was watching something about that. I'm like, yeah, they talk all that shit about him. This guy was sending people out of the country left and right. Quit picking sides because that's what they want. Yeah, I don't have no side. My side is the American people. That's my side, friends, Jordan. At least he won't be falling down, walking on stage. Devil Dog, you don't know that. He almost 82. So y'all keep saying that. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't watch him say some things. He be talking out of his head, too. The fact of the matter is, he's just stronger than Biden is. Because Trump be talking some wild shit, too. Let's be fair on both sides. Joe Biden need to retire. He's too damn old. He don't need to be nobody's president. He was picked because they didn't want anybody else to get in. He was picked. That's why they got together and made him do whatever. Yeah, man, nah, I don't. Trump ain't no better. He out of his mind, too. I don't watch him say some stupid shit, too. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Corporations own the country. Republicans. Exactly, Andre. We live in a corptocracy. That's who runs the country. They don't care about us. We just can't afford them, man. They prefer to have the issue argue about. Yeah, that's right. It's to put the people against each other. The people need to stand up and realize, yo, they all hate us. If they didn't have to deal with us, they wouldn't. Yep, if they didn't have to deal with us, they wouldn't. I was about to type that. He deported the number. Yeah, he deported more people than anybody. But you never hear that. He catches it from both sides because I just don't think he did enough. He was too busy playing this tightrope. And then the fact of the matter is, I'm not in those arenas, so I don't know. Maybe he did what he had to do. I don't know, because what seems to happen is you get these people who got all these high ideals, and when they get behind them closed doors, something happens. I don't know what they give them, what they say to them, but something happens. You know it, Guns. So it is a smoke screen. That's why you can't trust none of it, yo. Both of them guys old as 80 something. No, I wouldn't. They're both too old. That's why they both be talking out their head. The only difference between Trump and Biden is that Trump has a little bit more fire in him. That's it. He more fiery. Because they both be saying stupid shit. What up, $2? Hope you're feeling better, man. Sad to see you down for a little bit, but you'll be back up again. Yeah, they both the same, man. Can't go for that. Cats don't care about us. And anytime somebody does come along, cares about us, you know what happened? They kill them. That's what happens in history. They kill them. Yeah, you could support who you want. Everybody got different reasons why they're gonna support whoever they're gonna support. That's cool. But I'm like, nah. I can't fall for the okie doke. And then I live in what's supposed to be a republic, but run like a democracy. And then if you got a cat running around talking about on his first day, he gonna be a dictator. I don't want to live up under no damn dictator. Anybody who calls himself a red-blooded, patriotic American should not be wanting to live up under no fucking dictator. I don't care what the hell you say you're gonna do. You should not be wanting to live up under a dictatorship. If you want to do that, go live in Venezuela or some other fucking place. Go live in North Korea, whatever. Most politicians offer whatever issues. Yeah, that's all they care about because they care about power. Being reelected and being in those offices in those rooms, you have a certain level of power you will. Yeah, I'm an independent man. There's $1 billion deal on the table to help fix the border problems. The Republicans are stunting to keep the deal. I mean, it already went through the House. I think it's sitting in the Senate now. And you'll see what they're gonna do. You'll see what's gonna happen. They're not gonna do anything because that makes money. That generates money. Letting them people come in here generates money, man. It's because they don't care about us. What up, creative? What's going on, bro? If we could ever, as the American people, because everybody has a lobby except the American people. If you know what a lobby is, lobbyists are. Everybody has one. There's no American people's lobby. Pharmaceuticals have them. Guns have them. Freaking construction workers. Everybody has a lobby except the American people. That's why we get screwed. And we never make them pay for it because we're too busy fighting against each other. Exactly, Fragrance Journey. Who do you think built all them houses? There's a brother I follow on YouTube. Some of you might CNB Outdoors. He was getting his house built. You know who was building it? It was a crew of Mexican cats out there. Matter of fact, sometimes it was like 3 or 4 Mexican dudes building a whole house. Couldn't even speak English. They was all out there talking Spanish to each other. But they built that man's house. Come on. With all the stop the steal talk, Biden won because he wasn't Trump in 2024. Trump. Yeah, I mean that whole stop the steal stuff. He was projecting that stuff. That's bullshit. If that's the case, every election was stolen. He's just a sore loser. He's a narcissist, and he can't believe that he can lose anything. He's a sore loser. That's why I can't. He's just a sore loser. He's like a little child. He get mad you playing basketball because he didn't make the shot. He take his ball and go home. That's all. Hey. Cool, bro. Appreciate that. Somewhat irrelevant. So local politics. Exactly, because all politics is local. That's why I live in a red state. And I have absolutely no problems with what goes on in my state. It's the funniest thing ever. That's why I can't be against Republicans, because if I was against Republicans, I'd be a dumbass. That's who runs my state. And I like my state. Yep, I like my state, yo. He only has about 15 words in his. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, too. And you want to know what's the most disappointing thing for me about Donald Trump? The fact that he a Queens dude. He from Queens. That is the most disappointing thing to me about him. He a Queens dude, and he sounds like a dumbass. I hate that, because I'm a Queens dude. I rep the Q to the casket. I'm always going to be a Queens dude. And he a dumbass Queens guy. I hate that shit. I don't care if he did become the president. When you listen to him talk, he sounds like a fucking idiot. So I'm like, yeah, I got smoke for everybody. I don't give if you got some policy or some shit that I like and I think it's going to help me, cool. That's what I'm saying. I got no problems with the cats here in the state of Ohio. My gun laws are good. It's good. What up, Tommy boy? I got no problems here. All about that. Exactly. That's what it's about, guns. That's what everybody kept saying. He's a different type of politician. He the same type of. He may be a different type of politician, but he the same type of cat that'll go sit in the back room with you with a drink and a cigar and take your money and do some shit. That's why it's no different. All right, Tommy boy, you up north. They send more money to other countries and we have a terrible home. Yes, that's the problem. I don't think we should send another fucking dime to Ukraine. I don't think we should send another fucking dime to Israel. What are we sending them all that shit for? We're sending them like what, $3 to $6 billion a year? Fuck all that. What are we sending them all that shit for? Nah, man. And if I say that, you know what happens? Oh, I'm anti-Semitic because I don't want you to send my tax dollars over there to these motherfuckers. Yeah, whatever. I am Semitic. Go do your research. My wife don't want to move to a red state, but it depends on where you at, man. I mean, there's trouble everywhere, but I'm cool where I'm at. Said I'm a Queens dude, so does that make you a Queens? I guess so, Big Drake. Since you Queens dude, that make you a Queens dude. I guess so. What up, man? Both parties agree. Yeah, I know they do. I know they do. But then some stuff, when I think about it, I look at it, it's probably from maybe more of a basic way that I look at it. And because I don't move in those spaces. Because I could be totally wrong. But I don't think you should be sending $4 billion somewhere when I can go walk 3 blocks from here and there's a dude who can't live anywhere, who got to live outside, who ain't got nothing to eat. And I just don't agree with that. You want to send $3-4 billion somewhere? There shouldn't be nobody walking around here that ain't got shit. Then I'd be like, yeah, you want to send $3-4 billion, all right, but take care of home first, man. But they don't want to do that because they don't give a shit about us. It's the truth. When it boils down to it, it's about power. It's about being able to stay in power and wielding power. And being a politician, even if you're a small local politician, there's a certain level of power that you wield. You see that lady in Illinois? I forget her name. She calls herself the super mayor. This chick in there running wild, spending all types of money, doing everything. In her little space, she's powerful. She got the cops there with her, protecting her and everything. She's powerful. We take care of other countries, but don't take it. That's right, exactly. We don't take care of our veterans. There should not be one homeless veteran. Shouldn't be one person who served this country and it can't eat. Hell no. Blue State's doing too much with certain agendas, but I agree with you, man. Way too much. So Trump will buy the basketball court and turn it into a parking lot to keep people from playing. Yeah, he could. If he wants to. Golden rules, whoever has to go. That's true, bust them guns. It's true. That's why I say it's almost like you don't have any. There's nobody you can believe in. Trump is the reason New York City got. I mean, yeah. And he ain't even. And in fact, he ain't even a good businessman. I get people saying, "Oh, he's a businessman. He's a bit." No, he sucks, man. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no he better than Biden, but both of them cats is trash. Both. There's guys I know still locked up now because of fucking Joe Biden. So fuck him. Every time he gonna tell black people if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. Who the fuck you gonna tell me that I ain't black because I don't want to vote for you? Fuck you. Oh, I know, Boosted. I ain't voting at all. I'm voting for my local politicians and what's going on in my local, but because my thing always boils back down to one thing. After whoever wins, when I wake up in the morning, I'm still gonna be a black man in America. And I still know no matter what, I'm always viewed as a second-class citizen. No matter how many people come here or do whatever, I'm always going to be viewed that way. Because when we originally came here, we were never supposed to be people. We were supposed to be property. So that thing still lives on through the generations. It is too many old people in government. I can't wait for them to all die off, Tommy boy. Government used to be for the people because they needed their support to get elected, but now corporations, exactly. And Glock boy, if that's what you want to do, bro, knock yourself out, man. Knock yourself out. But I can't, in good conscience, vote for that clown. I can't, in good conscience, vote for no damn Joe Biden. I can't do it. I can't do it. They all clowns. And I ain't even paying attention to this Nikki Haley chick. She there. Okay. She ain't no better. Let Trump have his second term so we can be through with him. Nah, bro. Nah, don't let him have a second term. I don't think he deserve it. I think he's too much of a crybaby. He's too much of a punk. First of all, that's the thing that I can't stand. He's too much of a punk. If he wasn't such a pussy, he'd have been like, yeah, okay, I lost the election, but I'm coming back in 2024 and I'm going to kick your ass. But no. There's no way I could another one. I had to. Look at my rallies. Fuck your rallies. Rallies ain't votes, man. Rallies are for people who want to come and have some sort of hero worship. They want to come see their guy. That's what they're for. I knew his ass was going to beat Hillary Clinton, though. I knew he was going to beat Hillary Clinton. You know how I knew? Because I saw the yard sign poll. And the yard sign poll told me that he was going to kick her ass. You had people here in Ohio had their whole lawn full of Trump signs. I'm like, yeah, she gonna get her ass beat. And people don't really like her. She too cold. I don't like it either. Oh, guns? I kind of think that that's what they're trying to do with that too. Bankrupt 3 times and about to be, yeah. I mean, man. Said we only have. That's right. It is sad we only have 2 choices. So that means I have no choice. That means I'm gonna vote for the dude who's gonna take care of my area and some of the state guys who's up for election, things like that. Those type of guys. Some judges, things like, don't worry about the stuff that's local to me. You know, white people don't know how to take an L. I mean, I think you're right, Glock boy. But if he had done that, if he had to went a different way, you know, that's why everybody went after him. The fact of the matter is, the powers that be don't dislike Trump because of how he thinks or because of his policies. They dislike Trump because he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. He says the quiet part out loud. That's why they don't like him. That's why I say it's all disingenuous. Need a 3-party who wants. Yeah, we do. We need a 3rd party who really wants to do something. What up, Cartwright? What's going on, bro? Louisiana in the building. Let's not get it twisted. They do be playing around with the votes. Bro, if they play around with the votes, they play around with the votes. But I ain't with all that stop the steal bullshit and all that. He sounded like an petulant child. That's what he sounded like. Give me my ball, I'm going home. He lost because he sounds like an idiot. And there's a certain group of people in this country who will not vote for a guy who sounds like an idiot. They'd rather vote for the old guy because there's more sympathy with him. He sounds okay sometimes, and they see their granddaddy in him, so I'll vote for him. He'll be okay. It's all about cult of personality. Most people don't even pay attention to what's going on in terms of policy. They don't. It's about the guy you like. Things that piss me off about Democrats on the national stage is the only thing they talk about is criminal reform. Yeah. Talk about some other stuff. We all ain't going to jail. I ain't trying to go to jail. You ain't trying to go to jail. But the Democratic Party has had black people in their pockets for way too many years now. It's time to make them pay. Withhold your vote. Don't give it to them because they never give us nothing. They never give shit. They don't. Have to stop blindly just voting for Democrats. It's ridiculous. And I don't judge by people, the economy this, the stock market this. Fuck all that. I don't care about that. Most people don't. I need to see something that's helping me here on the local level. That's why I say my politicians here are Republicans. And you want to know something? I vote for them. They do. Sophia, they do take it for granted. That's why now there's such a big pushback. He down double digits in the black community. It's a big pushback because after a while, people have to wake up. What up, airplane? They sure don't. They show up at election. That's all they do. They show up at election time and make promises and stuff, and they don't do nothing because it's about power. And we fall for the okie doke every time, and we need to stop falling for the okie doke. They made the letters blue black. That's why. Yeah, I mean, and those are the things that because I know there's a lot more within the community. There's a lot of us, but there's other people within the community, and I don't ever want them to feel uncomfortable. But I'm still gonna say what it is that I need to say because I am who I am. I'm a black man in America, so I gotta speak for my folk. I do. It just is what it is. Well, you never want nobody to get offended, but yo, you shouldn't have to. Everybody else in this country can say, hey, these are my people, these are my folk, no matter where you came from, I'm this, I'm that. But as soon as we stand up and say something, oh, you guys just need to sit down and shut up. That's what happens. Local economy where I live is dependent on military spending. Republicans will always win here. I get that, but if they spending the Glock, but that's helping the community, that's what I'm saying. I'm here in Ohio. It's a gun-free state. I can do what I need to do. I don't have a bad time living here. That's the thing. The only thing that's bad here generally is the weather. And then you fight other things too. But like I said, I'm a black man living in a mostly white community. So we fight shit. I gotta deal with shit with my son and all type of shit. But so what? It is what it is. I'm not going anywhere else. Huntsville, Alabama was voted the number best place to live, and I gave props to the mayor who's a Republican for helping the city grow. Yeah, it's like whoever the governor is in Georgia. People don't dislike him there. I know he do some silly shit, but for the most part, I think people like him. All the people, most of the people. Nimrod is worse than Trump. She never did right for the people of South Carolina. Listen. If that's the case, Danny, then screw her too. But the fact of the matter is, we end up never having a viable choice. You end up. That's why they did that thing. That's why they were able to dupe everybody last time. That vote blue no matter who. That is dumb. So basically, they were telling some people vote against your interests just because this is gonna happen. Nah. The big push of anti-gun laws is unnecessary politics. It's not a genuine move to reduce crime. Criminals are not store. Yeah, all that gun shit ain't gonna. That's about controlling us, the regular people, because criminals gonna be criminals. They gonna do what they gonna do, no matter what. They gonna find a way. Make every gun illegal. There's some dude gonna sit somewhere and figure out how to make a gun. He gonna figure out how to make a bullet. You gonna figure out how to make something that can get the job done. That's how that works. And they know it. But it is what it is, man. Just gotta keep fighting a good fight. Off topic, but I finally played. All right. Nice. Nice, bro. Congrats. Real deal had me looking at that new one last night. The one that has like they call it the island or something like that, where the slide reciprocates, but the front side doesn't. It's like pinned to the barrel. That's different. I'm pretty sure it'll work though. But it's I'd like to shoot it. If I'm somewhere and somebody has it, I'd love to shoot it and see what's the big deal about it. Collinsville, Tennessee, and still independent. Yeah, man. Being an independent is the way to go. And most people don't understand that because they take sides. Being an independent means that you take your side. It's whatever I think from whoever is good and it's going to be a good policy for me and my family and my community, I rock with them. So if it's a Democrat, fine. If it's a Republican, fine. If it's an independent, fine. If it's a libertarian, fine. As long as I think that policy is going to be something to be beneficial to me and my loved ones and my community. Yeah, bust some guns. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't care what kind of politician you are. Say something that I think is good for the country or good for the people. I'm like, oh yeah, I can rock with that dude. But I'm not a single issue guy either. Because it can't just be, oh, he for guns and that's not. Because he could be for guns, but he could be my child got to starve. So I'm gonna have a gun and my baby dying. No, can't do that. That's too one-sided. Big Riz, what up, yo? Yeah, they make it almost seem like people always start talking about revolutions and all. Nobody want to have to do that, man. Nobody wants to have to do that. You don't want to have to get into it with somebody who's your countryman. Even if a person is an asshole, if they're an asshole, they let me know they're an asshole. I respect them to a certain extent because I know you're an asshole. I know how to deal with you. I don't think people vote independent because they're afraid they'll vote not. That's the thing. All of that vote not counting shit. One point you gotta say, let's see if it's gonna count. Let's see. But nah, they don't want to do that because they're too hypnotized. There's too much pitting people against each other. She had the prisons overflowing. Yeah, man. Can't fuck with her then, Danny. Basically, airplane. That's why I don't vote over gun issues. What thing's going to happen if Sleepy Joe stays in office? Tommy boy, not a fucking thing. The same thing that's going on now. I don't think nothing is going to happen. I don't think nothing's going to happen. Chris Rock said it best in one of his stand-ups. Some things I'm liberal about, some things I'm conservative about. It's called critical thinking. Basically, that's right, BTG. That's right. I don't think nothing's gonna happen if he stays the president. Not a damn thing. But they got people out there thinking that it's just gonna be this great whatever because other shit can go on that's worse than having him as the president. What up, Mike? And I'm funny too, because I believe myself to be a patriot. I do. And a lot of you out there, I know you believe yourself to be a patriot. Especially you cats who done served and gave some blood somewhere with some overseas or whatever, even just being here. Or if you was only over somewhere in Korea or Germany or whatever, you still served. So I do not like hearing anybody saying that they're just going to totally void the Constitution. They're just going to do whatever they want to do. Like they have carte blanche. Like I can go kill anybody and do whatever I want to do, and because I'm the president, I'm immune. That's bullshit. That's called having a king. That's not called having an elected president. That's having a monarch. And we kicked the fucking Brits out of here for that bullshit. So how the fuck I'm gonna be looking at this guy going, oh yeah, that's cool. Nah, that's dumb. Always been choosing the lesser two. Yeah, it is. Malik is always choosing the lesser of two evils. After a while, you're like, nah. A long time I used to wonder why my pops wouldn't vote. And I had to get older to realize why. Because they was all full of shit. Yeah, man. I don't like that quote unquote anti-American talk. I don't like it. You tell me you're gonna be a king. First thing I start thinking about is, wait a minute. Okay, we had a whole tea party about that bullshit. Mm-mm. I don't take that just because you might say you for this. Nah. You better stand up and look at that. You got somebody telling you that shit. I've never seen in this country where the military just rose up against somebody. I wonder if I see it in my lifetime. I wonder if I see it in my lifetime. Even if it's quiet and we never know about it. Something that I never want to see. That's not the way things are supposed to work here. But that type of stuff can happen anywhere. Because yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that you're gonna be a king and you're gonna do this. No, no. That's not how our shit got started here because we didn't like all that kingdom shit. We ain't nobody's subjects. We free men. And free men don't bend the knee to nobody. So when he start talking that bullshit, fuck him. That sits right here in my chest. And people with, oh, you only free to an extent. Okay, that's whatever. As far as I'm concerned, free. We all up in this piece. It ain't going nowhere. So we may as well get along. I agree with you, BTG. We might as well get along. And that's the thing that they're so scared of. That's why they would pit us against each other. Now, there are a lot of people who want some hate shit. From every walk of life, there's hate shit. What up, Chris? Good to see you too. Every walk of life, there's some people there's somebody you're gonna hate. I got biases. I got shit where I'm a bigot and shit like it's the truth. I'd be a liar if I didn't say that. But if we ever could get past the bullshit and talk and find out the shit that we have in common, we're looking at each other and say, man, you ain't as bad as they've been telling me. And these motherfuckers been on some bullshit. They don't want that. And anytime anybody has come together and tried to make people see that way, they kill them. Because the trick is to have everybody fighting each other. A divided house can't stand. And they don't want us to have our house in order. Because if the American people ever got their shit together, we'd be like, fuck them. They want to keep pulling the wool over our eyes. I don't see our military turn their weapons on U.S. citizens. The police, however. Yeah, Black Boy, I think that too. But that is one of the reasons why we have the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is not so we can go out and shoot deer and shit. It's so if the government becomes tyrannical, I can go get 100 other brothers with some fire, and we be like, no, fuck that. We ain't going for that. And people say, oh, well, they got tanks, they got planes. That's cool. They had tanks and planes and all that other bullshit over there in Vietnam, too. But they ran us the fuck up out of there. In Afghanistan, we had that same shit, too. Oh, they ran us the fuck up out of there, too. We just don't think that we could do that. But you might have to have that spirit. You may have to have that spirit in order to protect what you love, protect your homeland, or protect your freedoms that you have. Whether they're real or perceived. You may have to. That's why they keep the wedge issues like that. Exactly. We all just need to get along. Like, yeah, we do. I agree. That will make us powerful. We can shut them down. Them old dudes who came up with the Constitution wasn't all bad. The First Amendment is so you can say what you want and redress your government. The second is to protect that shit and all the other ones. So can't nobody just come run over you and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want to do to you. Anytime thank you, Danny, appreciate you, brother. Anytime they go and take guns away from people, what ends up happening is they destroy the whole. Hold on. All right, babe. That's my wife. She says I'm cussing too much, but I ain't gonna stop. She says she's gonna sign off. Yeah. Anytime they disarm a population, it's easy to control them, and that's what they want to do. It's easy to control them. One of the greatest statements ever made. Japan was only gonna come but so far into the United States, because if they came here, they said there will be a gun waiting behind every blade of grass, and that's how it should be. That's right. They had AKs and flip-flops in Afghanistan. When a people decide that they want to get together and they're not going to put up with shit, they can make stuff happen. It's the reason why they split us on religion, all type of stuff. Because you look at those people who have those societies where they have troubles in there, but where their religion is tied into their citizenship and things like that. There be a lot of bullshit going on. But them people know how to pull together. This is stuff that I think about from time to time. They know how to pull together. So if we could ever get our shit together like that, they just wouldn't be able to just do whatever they want to do with us. We're the most heavily owned population on the planet, yo. We are free, but we're getting taxed on money that we work for. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It is kind of like getting pimped, Devil Dog. But I understand, too, that shit got to run. Shit got to work. If you live in a place where the city picks up your garbage, you want the city to be able to pick up your garbage. You want to have a public school, somebody got to pay taxes for it. My thing is the whole, we got taxation and we ain't got no damn representation. That's the problem. Because politicians ain't in there to represent us. They in there to represent themselves. Their attack on the 2A is to bring more people together than this. Yes, that's what it is. Because you can't take, see, and here's the thing, right? And I don't talk about this a lot. Because I consider myself to be a pro-life guy in terms of abortion and all of that. But that's my decision for me. What up, Big Zo? That's my position for me and my family. But if someone else decides that that's what they want to do, that's between them and whatever God they believe in. That's on them. That's their choice. For me, there's no choice. For them, they can have their choice. But to me, that's part of being an American. That's your freedom to do that. You could be the most racist piece of shit motherfucker on the planet. But you want to know something? Me calling myself a patriot, I have to fight for you to be able to say what it is that you're going to say. Because I want to be able to say what I'm going to say. Now, what you say might get you punched in your fucking face. But you got the right to say it. It's funny living in a place where you want to call yourself being free. Freedom is on both sides, man. This guy got the freedom to be an asshole just like you got the freedom to be a nice guy. You got the freedom to be an asshole just like he could be a nice guy. Freedom costs, man. It ain't free. And sometimes that's just the cost. The cost is, damn, I got to sacrifice myself for this asshole right here. Yo, but it is what it is. We're going to all be free or we not. It's called state property, city taxes, etc., not waste tax. Yeah, Devil Dog, I understand, man, but that part of the government got to run too, bro. The federal tax and shit that they take, it got to run. Don't get me wrong. I don't want them to take my money either. But sometimes I just have to be a realist about some things, you know? Nah, man, ain't no politician. They kill me, man. If I ran to be a politician, they would kill me, without a doubt. Somebody send my ass some fine ass chocolates or some good cookies or some shit. Oh, you gotta taste this, President Price. I'll be dead in the fucking morning. I'm just gonna say it would kill me. But here's the thing. Like these other people who they have all these high-minded ideas and everything. Will I get behind closed doors? And would I change? I don't know. Everybody got a price. Everybody got something that they're not willing to sacrifice. I'd be a liar if I said that's not the case. You'd be a liar if you said that wasn't the case. Everybody got something that'll make them go, I don't believe that anymore. But most people won't be that honest. Now, you did have some who wouldn't. And like I said, what they do to them, they killed them. Fred Hampton was all about bringing people together. Let's have a strong coalition. Like you got the Poor People's Party. They got their shit going on with them too. But they about bringing people together. They don't want to let that happen. What no, and DJ Hustling Flow is much exactly. It's just it's sort of a fucked up situation that we in, man. It just is. It would be nice if we could just all be Americans and all just get along. But first of all, that's not even real life. Everybody just ain't gonna get along and everybody ain't gonna like each other. That's not realistic to think that. But I know there are times in this country where bad shit will happen to us. And I go back to 9/11. I lived in New York at the time. And I saw a city and a country come together based around some motherfuckers attacking us. Even if we don't agree with whatever the government did behind that or whatever, we may be a conspiracy theory or whatever. There's a whole lot of stuff going on behind that. But I watched a city that day that I know very well, that I know have all different type of pockets in it. It's segregated too. I watched that city come together for quite a while because someone had came and did some shit to us. Somebody came to our house and did some shit. It's okay as a family for us to argue and fight, but can't no motherfucker from the outside come along and get in the middle of our shit. And that's how it's supposed to be. Exactly. Exactly, Philly. We can't. But you're not supposed to. Those are the things about it's supposed to be different. But here's the difference with that. If you eat your sugar and your grits, or you eat your savory grits, yo, more power to you. I just ain't gotta do it. I just don't gotta do it. And I ain't gotta hate you for doing it. For some reason you like it. I like peanut butter on my hamburgers. That don't make me a messed up dude because I like that shit. It doesn't. You like sugar on your grits? It don't make you fucked up. You're still cool people. Devil Dog lasted for quite a while. That went on for that was a big thing that hit the city. It lasted for a while. When it actually stopped, I don't remember, but that lasted for a long time. It's something that I'm proud of the city over. Somebody came in and did some shit to us, and the city pulled together. That's what's supposed to happen. Someone come in and do some shit to us, the country's supposed to pull together. Because nobody should come into our house and do some dumb shit. Peanut butter. All right, Big Zo. What else, Smooth? What's going on, bro? The NAACP to say that they're not a black organization. They've been bought by this. I mean, yo, Mark, I don't know a lot about the NAACP, but if they doing something, show me what they doing. Wasn't it started about white folks anyway? I don't. That's why I'm like, nah. It's about forget organizations at a grassroots level. People just getting together, organizing. You ain't gotta have a name. You ain't gotta have a nothing. Just folk getting together, saying, "Hey, we're not gonna put up with this shit." What up, gun lover? I bet you get the crunchy instead of. Nah, man. Gotta be smooth. Can't be crunchy. Make me a weird dude, huh? Yo, man, it's gourmet restaurants that put it on the menu, yo. Yeah, man, we in a messed up situation, man. And cause that's what I do in my spare time. I'm about the guns and stuff like that, but I try to pay attention to what's going on in the world, just for myself, for my wife, for my young man. I try to know what's going on. I need to know what's happening. Got grandkids, got another daughter. We got a little issues going on, but still, she's still my daughter. She's still my baby. I still love her. She's my first. So I need to pay attention to what's going on in the world. I got parents that are still here. I'm blessed to still have both my parents. They're both in their 80s. So you got to pay attention. Shit, I got a whole community. I got y'all. The shit that goes on. If I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't talk with you about it. Y'all have become part of my life, part of who I am, part of what I do. That's right, bust them guns. It's good to be well rounded. You should. Because when we shut all these computer screens down and we do all this stuff and we walk outside these little rooms we sit in and all type of stuff, we need to know what's going on. Yep, we need to know what's going on. Because I happen to live in a place where I don't know if that whole migrant thing will affect me because of where I am, because of where I am in the country. Now it affected Chicago, but Chicago is a big city. It's a big city center, so you try to send people to those big cities. But I live in a small enough place where I don't think it will affect me. Some kind of way it probably is on the periphery that I don't know about, but like right up in my face, I don't see it because that's not going on here. I don't see where we are allowing that to happen. That ain't gonna happen. What's going on, Charlie boy? Yeah, I don't see that. It's good stuff to know. But that's why things like the regular meetup, I'm gonna segue right into it. That's why those things are important. Like-minded people can get together. We can bust them guns. We can communicate with each other. We can show love to each other as a community. Know what's going on. Talk politics. Talk all types of shit. Then we can show love to the people that we admire, the people who go the extra mile to do things, stuff like that. With the award show. What up, Roger? That's why it's important. June 21st, June 22nd, Southwest Ohio, in my backyard. That stuff is important. I heard brothers and brothers and massage parlors are boom. Yo, Big Zo, I believe it. I saw a video the other day because there's a certain where I'm from in Queens. There's a spot, Jamaica Avenue. And Jamaica Ave was always a spot, all through high school, all through everything. That was the spot. You always went to Jamaica Avenue. There's one particular street that they shutting down. And it was a street that no cars went through, no nothing. I mean, it was the block the Coliseum was on, 165th Street. They're shutting that joint down, man. And they had some lady out there on 165th Street. Some woman, she was somewhere from South America, selling fresh strawberries or whatever, organic strawberries on the street for. I think she was selling for $1 a bag. And shit like that, man. Stuff changes, and the funny thing is, she out there getting her hustle on. but I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it. Yeah, I'm an America First guy, man. I just am. I believe you're supposed to fuck up all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's the way I look at it. So if you're over here and you ain't contributing, nah, you need to go back to wherever the hell you just came from. Yeah, man, Smooth. They shutting the Ave down. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I had to hit my nephews in them. I was like, "Yo, is this true?" Yeah, Tony. Yo, they about to mess. They about to mess Jamaica Ave up, man. They shutting down, and that was like the center block. That's where you got the patties from. Everything. That's like the center of the Ave, man. They shutting it down. I don't think I'll make this year's meet, but I'm committed to being a regular attendee. Yo, I ain't that bust them guns, man. You can't. You be there in spirit, bro. Can't wait to meet you there. Yeah. Well, if anybody knows the history of what Jamaica Ave was supposed to be, so right next to Jamaica Ave, I don't know if it's still if they still call it York. It was York College, and they changed it to York University. That whole area of Jamaica Avenue was supposed to be a college town. That's what that originally was supposed to be. That was supposed to be the place that the kids that went to the university or the college at the time, that was supposed to be where they would go to shop and hang out and all that stuff. It just sort of boomed and got bigger than that. It became bigger than the kids from the university. Jamaica, it's still there, Charlie boy, but it ain't gonna be the same no more, man. Once you shut that block down, shit, that's the center of the Ave, that block where the Coliseum is and all that. And then they closing down the bus terminal that's around the corner that was across the street from the library. All that, man. The bus terminal might be closed already. All the stuff that I knew as a child. And as a younger man, a teenager growing up in the city. What up, Mike? Messing New York up, man. When I go back to New York, it's sad. The only reason I go back to New York is because my parents are there. And I go see my brother. But once my parents are gone, I don't think I'll go back there. Because it's not what I know. Talking about turning the foot. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised, Smooth. How you gonna turn the 40? How you gonna turn 40 projects into a dorm? How the hell that gonna work? Oh, I know Devil Dog. I know it's been changing for a long time, man. They put up all them high rises over on Sufton Boulevard. They put them big high rises up there that nobody can afford to live in. There's a whole lot going on in the city. When I get back into especially when I get back into Queens, because that's my stomping grounds. When we get off the highway, sometimes I don't know where I'm at. I have to stop for a minute and literally feel where I'm at in order to know where I'm at in my city that I lived in for 30 years. It's always gonna be home to me. And when I go back there, I don't like what they did to home, man. I don't like it. Making this tearing up what I consider, I don't care what all the crime and the crap, what I consider a beautiful place, man. I love growing up where I grew up. I wouldn't change it for the world. It made me who I am. Yep, fish and chips, all that stuff gonna be gone, man. All that stuff gone. Because they're trying to make it so that regular folk can't live there. They started something I heard in Manhattan where you get like a it's like a $15 fee, a toll or something to drive your car in certain parts of Manhattan because they just want it to be clear. They don't want you driving your car in Manhattan. I mean, it's crazy. I grew up in New York where they had porno houses and all types of smoke shops and shit down in Manhattan when it was the real 40 deuce. Yeah, congestion. That's exactly. I grew up in that New York. And to see that New York go away, to me, it's sad. Some things got better, but there was a certain feeling behind that, man. It was great. What up, Joe? The trains were running overhead. Yeah, man, I remember that too on the Ave. I remember when they shut all that stuff down. Bro, I remember, because from my part of Queens, I remember when they changed the buses, because I used to ride, when I was a kid, before my mother knew how to drive, we used to go to Jamaica Avenue to go shopping before she drove. She had no car. We used to take the Q3A. I used to take the Q3A into Jamaica Avenue. I remember that stuff. When they switched all the buses. They changed everything. Then they made it to 83 and 84 and 85, all that bullshit. They just messed the city up, man. Yeah, they tore that they messed that part up, and then they added the J train Devil Dog. You know, that's a little bit riding a little bit over the people, But yeah, the city was something with all this bullshit, man. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Yeah, life here is slow, but you start to learn to appreciate that too. Can't imagine living somewhere that I'm making 100K a year and still poor. Yo, black boy, yo, man, it's true because they want to price people out. They don't want people to live there. That's just gentrification, man. When it was more expensive to live in Brooklyn than to live in Manhattan, oh, there's a problem. Then you got Long Island City. They got shit out there that's beautiful. But if you ain't got money, you can't live out there. It's beautiful out there, but you can't live out there unless you got like real dollars. Your money need to be long. And I mean long all the time, not just sometimes. Yeah, the good old days, man. The good old days. Yeah, but I just reminisce about back home. We here now. We're in Ohio. What else going on in the world? Y'all see. I remember falling on the train as a kid because my cousin didn't tell me to hold on. Yeah, man, I remember all that going through. Back in the days when I always been a big guy, but when I wasn't, I always been a fat guy, but I wasn't so fat. Running through the trains, man, and walking across the not staying because you didn't want to be this one, opening the doors, walking through the train cars and stuff like that. I remember all that shit, man. I loved all that. Right now, I'm in Southwest Ohio, way at the bottom, little city called Centerville, Tommy boy, just outside of Dayton. I'm like right in between Columbus and Cincinnati. I'm about 60 minutes away from Columbus, 45 minutes away from Cincinnati. So I'm at the very ass end of Ohio. That's what I call it. They changed Harlem all the way up. When I went back up there, I really could. Yeah, man, that's what they did. They go in and they change all that. Because what happens is there's a flight. Everybody left and moved out to Long Island. And what happened is we took all those places over in the city. But that's valuable space. You got all the shopping, all the transportation, all of that. So it started to switch. Somebody comes in, you gentrify a neighborhood, you move all of the people out who were there because they can't afford to live there anymore. So you got an apartment that maybe cost you, and I'm just using these numbers, maybe it cost you $1,000. Now it costs you $4,000. That's why you get people who live in those rent control apartments and they ain't going nowhere. They be you gotta take them to court, do all type of stuff. Like, nah, man, I live in the rent control stabilizer. I ain't going nowhere. You got an apartment with 10 rooms in it. You ain't paying nothing for it because it's rent stabilized. The problems, just problems of living in the city, I guess. Nah, man, I can't eat no crabs, man. That messed me up. That had me in the hospital. Yeah, Tom, but you say you up in Cleveland, right? You up north, up north, by the water. Nah, man, what else? Well, what else y'all got going on in the world that y'all looking at? And maybe I'm looking at that I don't know. Something maybe I need to know. That I need to be made aware of. Well, y'all make sure you hit that like button too. Yeah, I wanted to, like I said, I was sitting around, I realized, man, it's the end of the month and I ain't seen nothing to nobody. Yeah, you up there, you get that lake effect stuff. Ah man, I live down here close enough to the south that we get stuff, but we don't get it real bad. Yep, we don't get it real bad at all. What y'all see at Shot Show that y'all interested in? So who's winning tomorrow? Hold on, Big Zo. So hold on, let me pull up my fan duel. Because who I want to win is based on what I bet on. Let me see. because I pay attention to football, but I ain't a big football guy like that. I got more into it because I be betting and stuff with RGG. But honestly, I want to see Lamar Jackson. I want to see him win, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. But I want to see him win. I got nothing against Patrick Mahomes, but I just want to see his style of play. I like watching him. I like a quarterback where they just take off and start running. And then back in the day, I was a big 49ers fan. I was always a big Joe Montana fan, but that just sort of changed over the years. But I would say Detroit because Detroit hasn't had anything, so it'd be good to see that city, at least make it. Even if they don't win, at least make it that far. It'd be good to see that happen for them. I can't hate on Detroit. I got nothing against Detroit. So that's what I want it to be. I want it to be the Ravens and the Lions. I think that'll be good. Oh, airplane. I'm not saying I don't want to see it win. I do, but I want to see the Ravens win too. I got my reasons. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me check something. Give me a minute. So, this is what we get ready to do. And I want you to do this with me. So, I see my man Big Dre got a live going on right now, and he got Hootie Who over there, Gucci Glock Mark, Seyfu Lonzo, Clover Tag is over there. Let's go over there and let's go raid Big Dre's live. Let's raid his live. Tell everybody you want to come over there and support. That's why you coming through. And I'm gonna shut this one down. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna join y'all. I'm gonna follow y'all over there. Let's go over there and let's do that. So let's do that, yo. I appreciate y'all coming through. It's always good to chop it up with the family. Always good. Don't forget, on 4, June 21st, 22nd, Southwest Ohio, regularmeetup.com. So on Big Dre's channel. Hold on. Let me put the link out there. Give me a second. That's one of the homies, Tommy Boy. Go over there and check them out. Get over there. We just say what up. Say whatever you want to say. Say the fat guys in the building or something. I don't know. But let's go over there. Let's support Big Dre. I'm heading over there right now. So, once again, appreciate y'all, family. Almost at 5K. Almost there. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the new members. Gotta do the shoulder shake for y'all. Appreciate that. And I'll get a song going. So, I'm heading over there now. Don't forget, throw them L's up. Peace, family. I'm out.